Lazy daisy, light and dreamy. Dip it with chips, it's extra creamy. Spoon it, swirl it, mash it, save.
That was my father's name. Was. He left us when I was young. Oh, that's rough, kid. Kid? How about you call me Scalar?
Really? This must be yours. Movie abuses lizard on set, activist protests at premiere. 12-year-old boy scales Exoff building to save the lizards. Kid lives in tree for 4 months to protect unique lizard habitat. You're quite the troublemaker.
When I was younger, I was at a Walmart. My mom said she'd buy me a game, and I was looking through the bargain bins trying to find some hidden gems. I saw a Yu Yu Hakusho game, but I didn't own a GBA. But I did spot a platformer, one of my favorite genres as a kid. It was the dog shit known as Scalar. Sweet Jesus fuck, I should've got Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So, in Scalar, you play as an animal rights activist kidnapped and experimented on after a protest. Basically, Scalar is the scaly persona of PETA, everybody's favorite organization that's been hit with a few too many cease and desists from Nintendo of America. The reason behind the way he is, literally fatherless behavior. Hope you find your dad. But luckily on this platforming adventure, he'll be undoing this issue after being kidnapped and locked inside a grown man's basement. The overall controls of the game, they're fine, get the job done, there's nothing to complain about. I'd even say that despite being an early 2000s budget platformer with combat, it may not be Devil May Cry. It's pretty simplistic, but it doesn't get too repetitive. So the main gimmick is that Bobby Jenkins, the protagonist of Scalar, is a very bad animal rights activist who taps into his inner German-born military leader. Yeah, also known as Hitler. My channel ain't never gonna get monetized, so let's not kid ourselves. Now you may be confused what the fuck I'm even talking about right now. It's very simple. You see a special type of enemy, you can become them only if you commit mass genocide against their race first to assert dominance. Bobby Jenkins is too powerful. He's jacking your genes by hand, but he can't let you live afterwards. This is why I'm not allowed to make puns in these videos. Yes, the game. Before jumping straight to transformations, let's go over basic abilities. You got your climbing, your jumping, lizard claws, and tonguing your foes. You can upgrade your max health, strengthen your claws, and increase the bombs you store in nature's pocket. You know, like Link. Yeah, like Link or something, yeah. The first of many transformations are Backholdens. Backholdens, you piccolo out a bomb, then you roll it around like a bowling ball, place it, or you yeet it at enemies. Next are Rolly Boys called Crocs, basically used for racing stages with Sonic half-pipe type terrain. Speed on through, simple enough. The flying motherfucker in the flying level, Do Zoom, or Do Zum. It may shock you, but these niggas be flying. Then there's the lizard that can do it with no hands, Fruzard. They're lizard llamas. I will not elaborate. Swim, swam, swoon is an abomination. A lizard penguin. Who the fuck let someone design a lizard penguin? They need to be stopped. Just like how Bobby Jenkins needs to be stopped. He be killing a lot of animals. He's a terrible animal rights activist. You can tell Bobby Jenkins grew up in a single-player household. It's fatherless behavior to be turning into a lizard penguin. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Get your shit together. Oh yeah, the game has a super epic plot twist that no one would see coming in a million, billion, jillion years. Spoilers in 5 seconds. So, an older adult lizard man who is standoff and rude to you that warms up to you slowly over time. This may shock you, but it's your long-lost father. You know, the one the instruction manual told you about? Come on, man, it's a PS2 game. You know goddamn well they put important story details in the manual. Does Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter teach you nothing? While they're giving the game tons of shit, as I said before, the gameplay is fine. Everything works and there's no major glitches preventing you from completing the game. It's just cripplingly average or mediocre at points, so that stops it from standing out compared to other platformers of the time. So you continue along now with a chaperone in the form of your dad who went out for a pack of smokes in the lizard dimension. Bobby continues to rack up a body count by performing manslaughter that only Disney can beat, all encouraged by dear old dad. Of course, the game has 2 different endings. The good ending gives you shit for getting it and has a bit of meta humor thrown in as well. When I say better humor, I mean less mean-spirited. More like when the narrator from Spider-Man 1 tells you the game's over and to go outside and do something. Speaking of that, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, the instruction manual told you about? Come on, man, it's a PS2. Yeah, man, a PS2. It's a PS2, man.